everyone, Coach Lisa here, Cudit Concentric Hitting and Challenge You Softball. So I want to talk to you guys now about something else I've gotten some questions on. It's basically, do we only train with resistance? And the answer is no, but to be honest with you, I love training with resistance when the athlete is ready. It definitely trains the muscles, it trains the mind to bring a little bit more of an aggressiveness to fight that resistance. Also, when you have resistance on, a lot of times players kind of slip up because of the resistance. So if I'm isolating my bottom half with bands or bungee, and I'm not in control of my body, I'm gonna let myself fall and get floppy because of that resistance. So it turns your mind on to get a little bit gritty. Obviously, our three main focuses of mental training for our athletes is grit, flow, and a growth versus a fixed mindset. So this one I really like to be connected with grit because you start to get tired when you have resistance on. And yeah, the kids like it a lot, and it helps just bring totally different attitude, totally different game to the to the batter. So what I have here is I have one of my favorite bungees. All right, I listed a link below for you to find this bungee, affordable. A lot of things out there are expensive with training, so I found the affordable one for you guys. And we have 5 training concepts for all certified coaches that they bring to each lesson. This one is going to work on resistance. I discussed the hand-eye concept and I discussed the isolation concept. There's 2 others we'll get into possibly, but this is for resistance. Let's target resistance. So right now what I'm going to use is my bungee, where I have the link below for you. A lot of you guys, like I said in my last video, asked me what type of tee I use. I use a Tanner tee, worth every dollar. I have them for years versus all those little plastic ones. I spent like 20 bucks on, tried to save $1, ended up spending like $1,000 more. And then that's about it. So we're very big on training by yourself. Well, how do you train by yourself if you have a resistance band? You tie it to something and you tie it to something stable. All right. In the facility, what we like to use, just so we don't have to hold the athlete and not be like as hands-on as we'd like to be, we like to put it right on the pitching machine. We have our pitching machine we love. We mainly use it for drill circuits with the pitching machine. I'm not anti-pitching machine. I love it. I just like to use it for drills a lot of the time in training. So yeah, so check it out. Oh, and one more thing with the pitching machine, save all your old balls and your new balls because they come in at different levels. So if you have a pitching machine that's just going down the middle, and you're not doing drills and it's the same timing, that's just a waste for the athlete. Timing's the easiest thing to catch up to. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I have my band on here, all right? I'm gonna put it right on my machine, right there. So all facility owners, coaches, fellow coaches, I want to share this with you guys. And I want to make sure that it's nice and tight on me, all right? Now, not only are we going to have this on us, we're going to do a Cudit circuit so that level 1 may be very different than level 2. So what are you going to do? You have to make sure that your player knows that this is for you to be aggressive. I made a video a long time ago when I just opened my facility, Diamond Academy. I think it's still up there. It has red walls and start small and then progress, obviously. But yeah, it was a walkthrough video, and it was about being aggressive. Obviously, the older you get, the more you study, the more you learn. So some of those videos that I made in the past make me want to cringe, but that's the process of learning. But that actually was a pretty good one. It's funny though, the one with the most views, like the 300,000 view one, I took that on an iPhone. My friend took it on an iPhone. And it's like, I see myself squishing the bug. I'm like, oh my gosh. But leave it up there to show it's okay to learn and grow. That's what life's about. It'll help your kids also understand that, to have a growth mindset. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a walkthrough drill. But now, with Cudit, we're going to use resistance with our bungee. Link below, nice affordable bungee. And we're going to do the walkthrough drill. A lot of team coaches, I'm not a team coach. I give a little credit to you guys out there. I am a private lesson coach. But yeah, a lot of team coaches do this drill and they have their player walk in front for the cross-step drive drill. Now what that happens to me personally, and what I'm a big believer in, is when I cross in the front, my shoulder's already out. All right, so I don't have players, Cudit trained players do have their shoulder out. We have to make sure it's in and they're locked in the zone. So they're gonna have their hands up. They're going to cross and tell them this is where the bottom half is eccentric, okay? So again, cross, eccentric, split. At this point, my bottom's concentric, it's released. My upper half is eccentric, all right? So there's 3 segments to the body that we talk about. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross, split, drive, okay? Sometimes I'll get caught up back here, but that's totally fine. Make sure that you're acknowledging the terms, you know? Cross, split, drive. Eccentric, split. Throw your hands. Throw it from your back shoulder. Hit from your hip. So again, cross, eccentric, split, drive. And the whole time that your player is doing this, you have to pay attention to everything. You know, I mean, honestly, I would, as a coach, private lesson coach, pay attention to the bottom half. We talk about that in the certification course 2 and 3, pay attention to detail, and teach them how to be in control of themselves. So 1 is a good, when you bring your leg back, it's pretty helpful. Cross, split, drive, all right? Make sure their feet are lined up. And we'll do it again for phase 1 of this Cudit circuit for resistance. Cross, split, drive, all right? That's phase 1. Obviously, we got a little crazy. Do inside-outside pitches. Let's move this baby up. Phase 2. What we're gonna do, also when you explain this, have fun with them too. Your job is really fun. Your career is really fun if you do this full time. All right, have them here. Now, you'll be like, listen, you're doing really good. Let's see how well you do now. We need you to resist more, and we need you to be mentally in control to hit that baseball. Think you could do it? Hit it from your deltoid and ignore that this is pulling you. Focus on what you have to do, your chest and hand. So again, cross, split, drive. Definitely a workout. Definitely a workout. 33 though. It's not too old, but still. Here we go. Cross, split, drive. So I pulled out a little bit there. If you demo for your player, let's get serious. I mean, you're not gonna get them perfect all the time. That's okay. If you mess up, the best advice I could give you is be like, what'd I do right or wrong? You meant to do that, right? All right, here we go, last one. Baseballs, hand-eye, and resistance. Drive, all right? Last but not least, one of my favorites. Put this guy low. Work on a spot. Go back to your softballs and move it up. All Cudit trained athletes, give you a lot of credit. Now, what this does, I have to be real gritty here. Let's talk about grit. It may be the word of the week, but talk about grit because like right now, my body, I'm not even gonna lie, is definitely feeling it. I'm feeling a pull and I have to focus now on a lower spot. Put this inside and outside, but make sure you set it up at the right contact point for inside and outside also. I'm gonna feel this pull. Have your athletes stay real aggressive on what they have to do. So when they go to attack, they're in it. They're completely ignoring that. So it's cross, split, drive. So I have to take a second. I gotta zone in on what I wanna do here. There's a spot that is perfectly set up in my tunnel for the pitch to be cut through the infield. Best pitch, or best way to carry that ball. Hit it from your deltoid, cross, split, drive. So I'll go one more. And what did I do throughout this progression? I went from baseballs, I moved it up. My mindset's gotta be real gritty right now on what I'm doing, all right? After your athlete gets comfortable, have them really throw their belly button forward. Make sure they're zoned in first though, because if you tell them that, a lot of times their head will come out a lot, so get to that phase after. So let me push myself a little more, just because I'm having fun right now. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna amp this up actually. I'll do two cross splits. Cross, split, cross, split, drive. We're gonna amp it up a little more, just because I'm having fun. Cross, split, cross, split, drive. Wow. So, that is Cudit circuit on resistance. Make sure that when you are giving a private lesson, you give your all. It's the best job to have. Living proof, make a career of it. That's gocudit.com. Change the path, private lesson coach. And make sure that when you are teaching, which is I think course 1, whatever you're teaching, baby, you gotta do yourself. So gear up and yeah, thanks for watching all these videos. Just hoping to help somebody out there and hope I do. So thank you for your support. I need some water. Ciao.